Have you ever wondered what might happen if one unexpected royal decision completely changed the balance of power inside the monarchy? Imagine a quiet morning at Windsor. Palace staff move through the corridors as usual, believing it will be another routine day. But behind closed doors, a confidential document has reportedly arrived, one that no one expected and that threatens to ignite tensions throughout the royal household. According to this fictional scenario, Prince Edward receives instructions connected to the future management of Windsor Lodge. The paperwork carries extraordinary significance, leaving even senior advisors stunned. Rumors spread through the palace almost immediately. Could Queen Camilla really be asked to leave one of the royal residences she had expected to use? Could a younger generation of royals be preparing to reshape the future of the monarchy? As whispers grow louder, every member of the royal family begins asking the same question. What is Prince Edward about to do? The fictional drama begins with Prince Edward carefully reviewing a stack of official papers delivered by palace officials. Unlike many moments of royal intrigue, this one isn't filled with shouting or public confrontation. Instead, silence fills the room. Edward reads every page twice. He knows that whatever decision follows will affect the entire family. Outside, journalists notice unusual activity at Windsor. Extra vehicles arrive. Senior household staff are seen entering private meetings. Speculation explodes. Royal commentators begin suggesting that a major restructuring of royal residences may be underway. Inside the palace, Queen Camilla reportedly receives word that Prince Edward wishes to speak with her privately. She assumes it's another routine discussion regarding upcoming engagements. Instead, she walks into a meeting unlike anything she expected. Edward greets her politely, but seriously. His calm expression immediately signals that this conversation will not be easy. He explains that recent changes to the fictional estate management plan require several residences to be reassigned according to long-term succession priorities. Camilla listens carefully. At first, she believes there has been some misunderstanding. But Edward continues. He presents documents outlining a proposal that would transfer responsibility for Windsor Lodge to a new generation of royals as part of a broader modernization effort. The room falls silent. Camilla asks whether this proposal has truly received senior approval. Edward simply replies that every recommendation has followed the appropriate fictional internal process. No raised voices. No dramatic arguments. Only an unmistakable feeling that history could be changing. Word somehow escapes the palace. Within hours, headlines across Britain speculate about a dramatic shift inside the royal family. Television presenters interrupt scheduled programming to discuss the developing story. Social media erupts. Some people praise the idea of preparing younger royals for future responsibilities. Others insist tradition should remain untouched. Debates dominate television panels throughout the evening. Meanwhile, another surprising detail begins circulating. According to palace insiders in this fictional story, the long-term management rights connected to Windsor Lodge are expected to benefit Prince Edward's daughter as part of preparations for the monarchy's future generation. That single rumor changes everything. Suddenly, the discussion is no longer about property. It's about legacy. Many begin asking whether younger royals are quietly being entrusted with greater responsibility than anyone realized. Inside royal circles, reactions vary dramatically. Some advisors privately applaud Edward's willingness to make difficult decisions without creating unnecessary public conflict. Others worry the timing could fuel unnecessary family tensions. Even longtime palace staff admit they've rarely witnessed such an unexpected proposal. Throughout all the speculation, Edward remains remarkably composed. Friends describe him as someone who avoids drama whenever possible. His reputation has always been one of quiet duty rather than public confrontation. Yet in this fictional scenario, his calm demeanor makes the decision appear even more significant. People wonder whether his silence reflects confidence or determination. Camilla, meanwhile, spends the evening consulting trusted advisors. She reportedly reviews every detail of the proposal, searching for possible alternatives. Although disappointed, she remains composed in public. Those closest to her admire her ability to avoid emotional reactions despite mounting pressure from the media. Across Britain, public opinion becomes increasingly divided. Some commentators argue that fresh leadership requires difficult choices. Others believe every senior royal deserves stability and respect regardless of changing priorities. Opinion columns appear in newspapers. Television debates continue late into the night. Even international media begin following the fictional story. As attention grows, another unexpected twist emerges. Several palace sources begin suggesting that King Charles has been fully informed throughout the entire process. His role, however, remains intentionally discreet. That revelation only fuels further speculation. Did he quietly support Edward's recommendation? Or did he simply allow the family to resolve the matter internally? No one seems certain. The mystery deepens. Meanwhile, Prince William reportedly observes developments from a careful distance. According to fictional palace insiders, he understands the importance of presenting a united royal front regardless of private discussions. His focus remains protecting the institution rather than adding fuel to speculation. Princess Catherine is also said to encourage calm among family members, reminding everyone that public confidence depends on dignity during periods of uncertainty. Their measured approach earns praise from palace staff, who appreciate their efforts to reduce tension. But behind the scenes, everyone knows that one final announcement still has not been made. Until official confirmation arrives, uncertainty continues hanging over Windsor like a storm cloud. Late one evening, Edward receives another confidential call. After listening quietly for several minutes, he thanks the caller before placing the phone back on his desk. His expression changes. For the first time since the process began, he appears genuinely surprised. The new information could alter everything. It isn't simply about Windsor Lodge anymore. It concerns a much larger reorganization of royal residences, one that could affect several members of the family in ways nobody anticipated. Edward slowly looks toward the window, overlooking the historic grounds. He realizes that the next decision will define how history remembers this extraordinary chapter. And somewhere inside Windsor, another sealed envelope has just arrived. Its contents could completely change the future of the royal family. As dawn breaks over Windsor in this fictional royal drama, the final envelope is opened before a small group of senior household officials. The decision is clear. The proposed transition of Windsor Lodge will move forward as part of a long-term modernization plan, with Prince Edward's daughter entrusted with future responsibilities connected to the residence. Queen Camilla accepts the outcome with quiet dignity, while Prince Edward reminds everyone that the monarchy's strength lies in service, not status. Whether celebrated or criticized, the decision marks the beginning of a new chapter, one that leaves Britain wondering what unexpected changes the next generation of royals might